Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. This is a timeless reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and or rising signs. So this is also timeless. So no matter when you decide to watch this or whenever this comes across your feed, this is for you. So we're just going to see what the overarching theme of this reading is. So I've got the moon reversed. I'm just going to see. Ooh. All right, I'll take you. And then one more. Ooh. Okay, we got 2 for the future, so let's just go with that. Oh, okay. So there's so many major arcana in this already. For those of you who don't know, like major arcana in the tarot are these like really big cards like the Hermit or the Moon or the Tower that aren't connected to a suit, like this guy, like the Page of Pentacles. So you've got 4 major arcana right now, so that's pretty big. So with the overarching message from the moon, the message that I'm getting here is like just to tread slowly and carefully. Like whenever we see the moon, it is an energy of like illusions, of uncertainty, because you can't actually see everything that's in front of you, but it's a very like instinctive and intuitive time. So physically it's good to move slow, but intuitively it's a great time to use your intuitive gifts. I probably didn't word that right, but you know what I mean. When the moon comes up, it's a very intuitive time, because of course you can't see physically what is in front of you, but you can feel your way through it. But it's not a good time to run, if that makes sense. In the past, we have got the Tower reversed. Immediately, I'm just seeing this like with the moon as just kind of like a big perspective shift that's recently happened for you, whether you've had like a realization just out of the blue where you're like, holy shit, like everything isn't how I thought it was, or like this situation isn't how I have been seeing it. It just feels like a very big moment with the Tower, but reverse, this just feels like a realization rather than something major that's actually like come and shaken everything up. It's just something that is like with you, God, sorry, mumbling my words. It's something within you that what's the word? Yeah, you're realizing that you're seeing. With the Hermit, that, you know, I'm only just like really taking in that I've just pulled out the Hermit. These 3, like the Hermit just reaffirms what I just said with the other 2 cards. So the Hermit is about going within and about taking time for the self. It doesn't necessarily mean physically hermiting, right? It can be if you want to, but like it doesn't mean like, you know, going into like a cave or just like going into your house and not speaking to everyone for a while. If that resonates for you though, like take that. But it's just a very, very introspective card, and very patient as well. So just going back off of what I was saying with the moon, how it's just really not a good time to be physically chasing something right now. This is more of like a planning stage. If you're like, when it comes to like goals and stuff, this is more of like a planning period than a doing period. So like, for example, if you're making a movie and that's your goal, right now you are in the pre-production stage where you're writing out the script and you're planning the shots and what people are going to be wearing, that kind of thing. You're not actually in the filming stage right now, or the screening the movie stage, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to pull a few more cards on this. like I already know what I'm gonna say about these future cards here that I've pulled, but I'm just gonna pull a couple more just to balance it out, you know what I mean? The World reversed and the Hierophant reversed. Okay, so I love the Hierophant reversed because this is a card of, can you even see it? Sorry, I'm just gonna put it up there. You might not even be able to see it properly because of the shadow. Just a little polar bear, right? Usually the Hierophant is a card that is about structure and doing things in a set way that people have been doing them for a long time because it works and it is safe. When the Hierophant is in reverse, this is about the complete opposite pretty much. It's about doing things in a non-traditional way, and just doing things how you want to do it. And really with these other cards, how we're talking about feeling it out, this is just extra confirmation of that. So you might be going down a unbeaten path right now and you have goals set in places where you haven't really seen many other people walk, or at least people around you. So this is all about trusting your intuition and just following that, and knowing that, you know, if you're called to something, that means that you should do it. You might not be able to see how it works out, but as long as you take time to kind of plan and get like a bit of a vision for yourself, you can create that structure for yourself to fall back on while you're, what do you call it, like exercising the plan, if that makes sense. I'm actually seeing the World reverse as like a new chapter as well, especially underneath the Tower, because the Tower is all about shaking things up so that they can be rebuilt. The World, this is just like a new chapter, but like again, I'm just getting this feeling of like you don't know where exactly it's gonna lead. So yeah, just letting go of some like old perspectives and old ideas that you may have had, and you know, embrace this dark period where you don't know what's going on, because at the end of it you're gonna have a much clearer perspective. Moving on to these future cards here. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, this little lamb. This is all about patience and hard work paying off in the long run. So the message here is to really trust in the process and trust in like the little things that, you know, might even like the little boring, tedious tasks that we feel, you know, the gaps with. It's not all about like going after things and doing things all the time. Like life is 50-50. So this is about appreciating the journey, knowing that in the long run, whatever plans you have are going to pay off and they're going to be really prosperous. With the Lovers, so this could literally, you know, it's the Lovers card. So it could be, you know, making way for new love to come in, especially with these new perspective shifts, because when you have like a big perspective shift in your life, especially if it is a romantic related thing, you know, whether this realization you've had is a way that you approach dating, or like the person that you want to go after, or the people you want to surround yourself with, that kind of shift will shift the people that enter your life, if that makes sense, or like the people that you attract into your life. So if you resonate with this reading on a Lover's level, then that could totally mean that this is what's going to come in for you when it comes to this reading. Otherwise, the Lovers also is about things that you love, not necessarily people. So it can be like a career, like doing the job that you absolutely want to do, like marrying yourself to a hobby or a skill or a craft. It's about coming together with someone or something that brings in really deep emotional fulfillment. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say on that. Basically just trust yourself, trust your intuitions, trust your realizations, take it slowly. Remember, you're in the pre-production stage, and that's a part of the journey, so don't rush to the end when it's not finished, otherwise you miss the whole movie. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed that reading, Leos, Sun, Moon and Rising, and I will see you next time.